I remember the day I realized I had to let go. It wasn't dramatic. No big fight, no final goodbye. Just a quiet moment. I was sitting by the window. It was raining, the kind of rain that feels endless. I had my phone in my hand, scrolling through old photos. There they were, smiling, laughing, the way they used to, the way we used to. And for a second it felt like they were still here, like nothing had changed. But then it hit me. They weren't coming back. I don't know why it took me so long to see it. Maybe I didn't want to. Maybe I thought if I held on tightly enough, things would go back to the way they were. But they didn't. The texts stopped. The calls faded. And me? I stayed right there, clinging to something that was already gone. It's strange, isn't it? The way we hold on to people, even when they're no longer holding on to us. I kept telling myself, maybe they'll miss me, maybe they'll realize. But they didn't. And that day, sitting by the window, something shifted. I looked at their face in that photo, and for the first time, it didn't feel like home anymore. It felt like a memory, and I knew I had to let go, not because I didn't care, but because holding on was hurting me more than losing them ever could. So I closed my phone, I put it down, and I just sat there. It wasn't easy. God, it wasn't easy. Letting go never is. You don't just wake up one day and stop feeling. You let go in pieces, slowly. One thought, one memory, one moment at a time. I started small, deleting old texts, stopping myself from rereading messages I knew by heart, removing their photos from my favorites. And then came the hard part, not reaching out, not waiting for them to reach out to me, sitting with the silence and not trying to fill it. At first it felt impossible, like I was cutting off a part of myself. But the more I let go, the lighter I felt. I began to notice things I hadn't before. The way the rain sounded when it hit the window, how the air smelled after a storm, how my own laugh sounded when I wasn't trying to hide my hurt. Letting go didn't happen all at once. There were days I wanted to go back, days when the ache of missing them felt sharper than ever. But each time I reminded myself why I was doing this, because holding on wasn't love. It was fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of what life would look like without them in it. But I realized something. You can't make room for new things, new people, new moments, new dreams, if you're still holding on to what's already gone. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself. I started to see it differently. Letting go wasn't losing them. It was finding me. The person I was before them. The person I could be without them. Now, when I think of them, it doesn't hurt the way it used to. It's soft. Like a favorite book you've read too many times. You still know the story, but it doesn't weigh on you anymore. And maybe that's what letting go really is. Not erasing, not pretending it never happened, just making peace. So if you're holding on to something, or someone that's already gone, I want you to know it's okay to let go. It doesn't mean you didn't care. It doesn't mean it didn't matter. It just means you're ready to make space. For yourself. For what's next. Because you deserve that. You deserve peace. And I believe you'll find it. One moment at a time.